This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for March 14th, 2024. It's currently January 19th, 2024, 2:28 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $482.48 USD, and the shuffle video for the March 14th reading was created on January 8th, 2024 at 7:01 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video here in the corner. The overall theme and behavior for SPY on the 14th, we have some sideways rotation along key support, a little bit of a rise to meet the nearest key resistance, and then we break back down and continue rotating sideways along that same support. But it is crossed with some pretty bearish behavior. We're somewhere around the 13th, 14th kind of energies of the failure card and the Tower card. On the 14th, there's a notable move to the upside, and there's also a notable move to the downside. There's a lot going on there on the 1 month. So this should be kind of a mixed day. We opened lower, so there's a pretty notable move lower, and I think I would likely want to be in a short position going into the 14th, like hold a short position overnight. There's a notable move out of a lower price level in the pre-market to a peak or crest there right around the open. So out of a low, there's like a breakout or fake breakout to a high, a peak or a crest or high for the day there, and a trade opportunity right there around the open. And then from that, we decline pretty notably to key support and revisit that low that we saw earlier in the pre-market. Out of the low at the open, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line breaking through horizontal resistance, meet another resistance, and then we pull back to somewhere between those two price levels. There's price swings between 10 and 12, where we have another low between 10 and 11, and also a notable, like the establishment of support at that low, and a notable move higher, followed by more sideways rotation at a higher price level. And that doesn't last long, becomes price swings again between 11 and 12, and then we rally to a key resistance somewhere between 11 and 1 on a one-day chart, and from that key resistance we decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, taking us into another low like midday, like 12:30 to 1 o'clock in there. Out of that decline, that decline ends between 1 and 2 with a fast sudden move higher. And there's a trade opportunity there in the midst of that fast sudden move higher. More decline off of that fast sudden move higher into mixed behavior back and forth through the same price level between roughly 2 and 3, and then more decline in the last hour to another trough on a one-day chart scale. That decline increases with momentum moving forward in time. But there is, out of that trough around 3:30, a big move to the upside, reaching for distant resistance out of a low, reaching for distant resistance and turning into volatility in the post-market. It looks like we likely open higher on the on the 15th. So in the midst of this breakout to a like temporary breakout right around the open to a peak, I would open up a short for a day trade, close that short when we revisit lows between the open and, let's say, 11 o'clock. Okay, and then there, for an overnight swing trade, around 2:30, in the midst of that decline increasing with momentum, taking us into a trough before a big move higher reaching for distant resistance out of that trough, I would open up a long. You could maybe open up a partial long at the lows here early in the day when you close a short, and then add to that long here at the end of the day if you want. Close that long at an overbought crest the following day when we open higher. And we'll talk about that in more detail in the reading for the 15th. That's SPY for the 14th. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. Thank you so much. You're like 3% of the population with a blessed soul. And, you know, you're beautiful people. So I want to make sure that you know that and you remember that. Blessings to all my angel investors. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.